It's a fat boy.
It's a fat boy.
It is a fat boy.
Well, we're in the showcase room right now, and it's just showing the entire stream for Anarchy Reigns. So
outstanding.
Yeah,
that's the shit I want to see.
It's really good. Like, that game is still so good. Like, it's stupid. Like, so for anyone that doesn't know, on Megavisions Thursday Night Throwdown last Thursday, we finally, after weeks and months of talking about playing Anarchy Reigns, we finally got a pretty confident 1.7 people playing.
Yep.
And I'm better at that game than I thought I was.
Yeah, I mean, I did all right. I took top score, I think either 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
But by far the biggest fucking threat was you. Like, just it was.
I even started changing characters. I was like, all right, I'm gonna change up characters, and I never played Douglas before, and I won.
Yeah, no, you played. I want to say that you changed characters every single time, and it was like I had no problem taking on TJ. He was easy. Scotty was easy. I would say that Brett was pretty good.
Yeah,
like, he knows his shit. But whenever I saw you, I'm like,
fuck.
do I want to do this? I want to do this? I'm probably gonna lose or run.
So for anyone who doesn't know what this game is, Anarchy Reigns is a game that came out in 2000. I think we found out 2012.
Yes.
And it was a game by SEGA and Platinum. And it was just basically, you remember how Unreal Tournament used to be? This is kind of like Unreal Tournament, but without guns. It's all melee and stuff like that. Except if you pick a character that has range, which I always did. There's only
Durga's so fucking stupid.
There's only 2 characters that have like range weapons like that. And it's Durga, and I think it might either be Garuda or Gargoyle has like a dedicated range. Like, the range weapon is my heavy weapon, is my killer weapon. So I hold R2, and then I can go into my normal ones. So with that, that like shotgun kick that I would get people with, that is actually, if you hold your killer heavy attack, if you hold it and then let it go early before the cannon shot, it goes into that. So there would be a lot of times where I would accidentally hold it too long, and I just shot the cannon, and it does like 25% damage.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking dumb.
I realized that he was stupid after a while, and I was like, all right, I'm going to change this up a little bit.
Like, without a doubt, the 3 characters that gave fucking problems, I would say, is Durga, Zero, and it's one of the Rin sisters. It's the one with the pole. It's the one that I played a lot.
That's Feyrin.
Those 3 characters are fucking dumb.
I don't even think any of the Rins are even like, I know we're saying tiers, like this game fucking matters, but I don't even think she's like, I think she's like mid-tier. But Durga, Baron, and Zero are definitely higher tiered.
When I went looking through it's not really the official, but it's the Anarchy Reigns wiki. They had it split up between the Japanese and the North American tiers. The Japanese people, they have their own mode that they mainly play on, while we did either deathmatch or battle royale. And they said for those 2 game modes, this was the set tier list. And like, I think their S rank character was Zero, and then their gold rank characters, or the next lower, was 2 of the 3 Rin sisters, which was Iron and Feyrin, and then Durga. And then everyone else was middle tier. And then the 3 characters that were low tier was Mathilda, Jack, and Big Bull.
Yeah, Big Bull is good in a group of people, but like one-on-one, he's not that great.
Yeah, no. But that Anarchy Reigns is one of the funnest, most entertaining arena fighters that I've ever played.
It's so fun.
Like, I didn't go into Anarchy Reigns. This past week, I beat the entirety of Anarchy Reigns. I didn't go into it with a lot of high hopes, I guess. I didn't expect much from it.
Yeah. Well, because at this point, that's about the easiest way to unlock characters is just play the campaign, even though it sucks.
Yeah. The way that the campaign is set up is pretty fucking garbage. The entire premise is you'll go to one of 4 different regions, and then you have to build up points by killing on-screen enemies,
Yeah.
and over time they'll just get harder and stronger and stronger and stronger. And you have to build up either at first you build up at 3,000 points, and it'll open up a free mission. And the free mission you can do whenever the fuck that you want to.
You can do
But
them
then
over and
from
over
there,
again, too.
and you can do them over and over. But after you hit 100,000 points, then you'll get your story mission. And then you have to go in these 100,000 point intervals to go free mission, story mission, free mission, story mission, free mission, story mission. And I just feel like the way that they go about doing this is just padding the game to make players play more.
Well, the thing is, the single player mode wasn't even in the original game. This game was originally a multiplayer only game.
Yeah, I found that out afterwards, which I understand to a degree. But I mean, if you're going to do it that way, why not just streamline it to just be the story missions? Because I think that would have been better. Like all the shit that was going on in the free missions, why didn't you just incorporate that into the overworld?
They probably, I don't know, but the thing is, I was like, so I finished the entire game with like a gold ranking, and I started realizing like if you get platinum on a mission, you just automatically go to the next mission. Like it just opens it up automatically.
Yeah.
The only problem is if you get like a gold or a silver, like let's say each world I think has like 6 missions. It usually has 3 free and then 3 story missions.
Mhm.
And if you get a gold or a silver on any of those and then platinum all of them, you won't get a platinum. And you have to platinum like everything to get the platinum. But
I wasn't about to do all that work. I think I finished the game at a silver rank.
Mhm.
And
that final boss is pretty fun. Like the not the fight itself, but the ending cinematic with it is pretty good against Android Nikolai and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So because when I was young, I never beat the game before until a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because back in the day, it's not, the online community is non-existent for this game now unless we're playing. But the easiest way to unlock characters back in the day was just play rank mode.
Mm-hmm.
Because every couple levels you got to open a character or unlock a character, so you didn't have to worry about it. But no, I had a lot of fun with it, and I'm really hoping that we can do it as a monthly thing and start getting more and more people in it, because the game is super fun. It's just so fun.
What was it? The death ball?
The death ball. Okay, so it was Brett, Scotty, and TJ. They called us out. They were like, they were like Sega nerds or Sega addicts. I can't remember which one it was.
They were Sega addicts.
And they were like, we're going to call out ScrubVerse and Death Ball. Something we had never played before at all. And also, we had to have 2 CPUs on our team, and they only had to have 1. And they were pretty cocky in the beginning. And they were kicking our asses in the beginning. I think it was like 3-0 at one point. But then we figured it out, and we came back and won like 6-0 or 6-3. It was ridiculous.
6-3. I want to say it was 6-4. They did score, but when we got 2 at the end, that was just
Death Ball
really,
is like Rocket League.
Yeah, that's just straight up Rocket League. And like on my part, I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking wing it, just try to play some decent defense. I wouldn't even know that I had the ball. Like, you would have to tell me you had the ball. Run.
You're glowing green. You have the ball. Durga's dumb. Durga's dumb in that what format, because of the ranged. Because at one point I'd be like, the only time someone got away from me was if literally my gun, my bullet, they were too far away for my bullets to hit them, and I was like, oh, they got it. It's over. Yeah. But man, like I remember that final one, I got the ball, I had berserk mode, and there was like 10 seconds left. I just popped berserk mode, and apparently so when you're holding the ball, you go a little bit slower, and you don't have access to like all your regular attacks and all that stuff.
Right.
But in berserk mode, there's a move where Durga just like smashes the ball on the ground. So I just kept doing that over and over again. And Scotty was just like, "This is bullshit." And I was like, "I'm just trying to run the clock out." And then I scored because I was right by the goal. So, and the only thing that is different is the goal won't open up until you've held the ball to a certain amount of time.
I think you have to hold the ball for about 20 seconds.
Yeah, there was a bar at the top. Yeah, there was a bar at the top that would like get to a point and it would say goal open. So, but no, it's a shame that this game was so not advertised correctly. It was not supported at all. It was $30 when it came out, brand new, because I bought it day it came out because I pre-ordered it 2 days before it came out so that I could get Bayonetta as the pre-order bonus.
Like when I went looking for like guides on how to unlock all the characters, I stumbled upon the GameFAQs message boards, and that game, I mean, it had a strong following, and there was a huge rivalry between US and Japanese players.
Yeah.
Like huge rivalry between the two, because like they would be American players that would jump into their games and they would just immediately boot them out. And then whenever they met up in deathmatch, they would be calling out motherfuckers' names and be like, "That fucking bitch." Yeah. It seems pretty hype, and like the game lasted, I think, until about 2014, 2015.
Yeah. With the right support and the right advertising, this game could have totally been at EVO. Like, as long as developers were tweaking, like Durga should be tweaked, Durga should be nerfed, and like all these like as long
Durga
as
and Zero without a doubt need to be nerfed.
Yeah, but that's never gonna happen now.
No,
so
unfortunately.
But like if this game was getting the updates that like Samurai Showdown or Dragon Ball Z, Street Fighter 5 and all that stuff like nowadays is getting, this is a game that I could see maybe at EVO, but definitely at bigger like Combo Breaker and other tournaments as like a side tournament or something like that.
Yeah,
because these games are so fun, and like I'm glad I have a group of people that can actually, because we used to like the de facto way to play this game was on 360. That's the system everybody used to play on because it was just a better online support back then.
Right.
Well, now nobody wants to pay for Xbox, the Xbox 360 online service, so everyone just plays PS3 because it's free.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, hopefully I'm gonna try and make sure that we do it at least once a month because, man, that game's so fun.
I was apprehensive at first, but that Thursday night definitely won me over. We got to play more Death Ball. I got to play more of the other modes. I thought Death Ball was going to be like, oh, kick the ball into like this little hole, kind of like
the one mission.
I think it was like the one mission in the Chinatown stage.
Yeah, Hong Long, not Hong Kong.
Yeah, I will say the one thing that I'm pretty not upset about, but I think is a missed opportunity was more of a callback to the mechanics of Mad World.
Yeah, because this is like a spiritual successor to Mad World.
Well, it's a continuation of sorts. I mean, there, Jack.
And Jack and Baron.
Yeah. I would just wanted to see like, let me grab a dude and then like slam him into like a wall of spikes or throw somebody into a wood chipper. Like Mad World was a gory fucking game.
Yeah.
Like a hardcore gory game. And I was hoping to see a little bit more of the interesting ways that you can dispatch your enemies.
Yeah.
That was what I was hoping for. But
there's one mission where like he almost I guess like in Mad World, like there's a part where he would just go berserk and his eyes would turn red, so it was just black, red, and white. And there's a mission or there's a cutscene where he almost goes into it. So I guess that's something that he's trying to like
back to it.
Yeah. But no. Yeah. This game, I think you can get it right now on the PlayStation Network for $19.99. But if anybody's interested in getting it, get yourself a physical copy because physical copies are like $5, maybe less than that. What's weird is every time, and Scotty's been seeing this too, anyone that listens to this podcast knows that I always go to Half Price Books whenever I'm down in Texas, and I've been seeing more and more copies of factory sealed Xbox 360 versions of Anarchy Reigns, like sealed in ceram, like in the plastic wraps still. It's weird. Like at one of them there was like 5 of them just sitting there for like $6 each.
That's odd.
It must have been a warehouse, like either a warehouse somewhere must have found a bunch of them and dumped them or something. Because like Scotty's finding like 3 and 4 at a time at Half Price Books up in Pennsylvania. So I don't know what's going on with them. Only Xbox 360 though, not PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 was the hardest for me to find. I had to trade.
I think there was more people that, like, at least in the West, a lot more players on the 360, because 360 was the more popular system during that time, especially in the early days.
Mm-hmm. I had to trade one of my Starlinks to Kusanagi so I could get a copy, even though we found 2 copies at what was that place called that you took me to?
Second and Charles.
Yeah, Second and Charles. But yeah, from now on, I'm making it a staple to buy every copy of Anarchy Reigns that I find, and then I'm just going to start giving them out to people and be like, play this game. You need to play this game. Don't sell it. You're going to get you're going to get $1.50 for this game. Don't play this game. So, but yeah, it's a real shame, like, that it didn't get the love that it deserved. But we're definitely going to be playing it more. There's some people, I think we had you, me, Chris, TJ, Brett, Scotty. I think we got Ichabod in there at one point. He's one of our
this random fucking dude came in.
Well, he's in the Discord. He's in the Discord all the time. Megavisions, yeah, Megavisions Discord. But yeah, so if you're interested in playing this game, let us know, and we'll make sure to invite you for another Thursday night throwdown. So
dust off your PS3, man.
Yeah, there's a layer just sitting on mine that's just like perpetually there. So it's become a part of the system now. So oh man, let's see.
Right on.
Yep. Speaking of which, so we didn't even bring it up, but we're gonna go into weeks because this is the first thing for my weeks. Is I bought the physical edition of the Anarchy Reigns soundtrack.
So how is that?
I haven't got it yet because it's shipping from. It's shipping. I got it through Amazon, but it's shipping from Japan. So
how much was it?
It's $34.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, CDs are more expensive in Japan.
But also, it's a CD that's hasn't been around since 2012. So I'm just surprised that someone because it's the actual like Anarchy Reigns, like that version didn't exist. So this game is called Max Anarchy in Japan. And that's what the soundtrack is Max Anarchy. But it doesn't matter because it's not all in Japanese. Like, this soundtrack is fucking bonkers. This soundtrack is amazingly good. Even you were like, I can fucks with this. So...
Yeah. No. The music in Max Anarchy or Anarchy Reigns is fucking ridiculous. It's like, but rap rock.
Okay, I was about to say, yeah. I would say, yeah, it's definitely some crazy rap and some rock. It's just weird. Like, it's a really good soundtrack, though.
Yeah, it's like
that first track, Ruthless, is
with metal.
Yeah, that first track. This soundtrack is not on Google Play. It's on Spotify, but the soundtrack. So on Spotify, someone made a playlist of all the music. You can't play it. It's all like the music has been taken down, or you just can't even click play. Like, if you look up Max Anarchy soundtrack on Spotify, you'll find a soundtrack. You'll find a playlist, but you cannot play any of the tracks. I don't know why.
That's crazy.
Same thing happened with Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. That whole soundtrack used to be on Spotify, and then I guess the composer like hit them with a cease and desist, because I think you could just upload music on Spotify sometimes, and he made them take it down. So that was a couple years ago. It might be back up now.
No, I looked it up. Like, one of the artists is Traydot. He's still got music up there, but I'm not seeing.
Yeah, if you individually search these artists, they might have music, but they don't have anything from this album. Like you can't find a lot of the music from this album.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a shame because I think it's a 2-disc album because it's about like 30 different songs and all that stuff. It's so good. Like when it first came out, I was like, I still have my YouTube playlist. That's what I was playing on the stream. Well, I made that YouTube playlist back in 2012, and every single, like, none of those videos got taken down. Like, all of those videos are still up. And I just listened to the soundtrack all the time. But I was like, I need a physical copy of this because I'm wanting to start. I've decided I wanted to start buying, like, physical CD copies of video game soundtracks that are available, like the Doom like Doom 2016. That was like $13 on Amazon, so I should probably pick that one up because it's
that's not bad.
Yeah, that one's awesome too. But no, if you're interested in this, go check on YouTube and look for that playlist that I made. It's a Max. I think I named it Anarchy Reigns or Max Anarchy or something like that. You can listen to it. It's all in the order of what the CD's tracking list is. So, man, like Here We Go, Ruthless, Murder, Death, Kills, like all those albums. I was listening to it earlier today. Like I wanted to listen to that and play Doom, but you can't really do that. Like you either have to listen to music or you have to play Doom.
Yeah.
So